Brittany Flowers is there for us now. Brittany.
Yeah, we heard from prosecutor Chris Becker first. He said that he was extremely disappointed in this. Obviously, he wants to see a conviction if he brings forward charges. So to find out that there was a hung jury, he said, was extremely disappointing. He said he spoke to Lyoya's family, who was also extremely disappointed. He, however, said that he was not surprised. He said the jury, and this kind of seemed to be the consensus between both the prosecutor and defense attorney Matt Borgula, that they were really impressed with the jury. They said they paid attention, they took notes, but that this does happen. He said actually it happens quite a bit. Of course, not the outcome that they hoped for or expected, but he said that this was a difficult case. Of course, the biggest question, is he going to, or does he plan to retry this case against Christopher Schurr and the killing of Patrick Lyoya? He said that he was not going to make a decision on that right now. He said that the jurors might be reaching out with more questions, and he wants to give it the time that it deserves. He did not say anything about how the jury was divided, but we did ask that question. Ken Colker asked that question to defense attorney Matt Borgula, and he did say that it seemed like it was the entire time majority leaning towards acquittal. We don't have any numbers on which way the jury was split, but we do know that he did mention to us when he got up on the stand to speak that it seemed to be in favor of acquittal, leaning majority of the time towards that. He said that he does not think that this case should be retried. He doesn't think it should have been tried in the first place. He talked about there wasn't enough. He didn't believe there was enough evidence to establish a charge. He also thought that there was a lot of evidence that was brought up by the prosecution he felt was irrelevant. He said that if there is another trial, he does believe that he will seek rulings from appellate courts on what should be introduced. He thought the jury was confused by the fact that the prosecutor said that Christopher Schurr couldn't defend himself because he made, some experts said, wrong decisions leading up to the shooting. He thought that confused the jury. Officer created jeopardy was something that was talked about throughout a lot of this trial, and he does not think that that should be brought up in this case. So, of course, very disappointing on the prosecution side, but, you know, we are still waiting to hear from Chris Becker whether or not he's going to retry this. He said that he doesn't want to give a timeline. He's not going to let it drag out, though, he said. So, of course, he's disappointed. The Lyoya family is disappointed. The defense team does not think that this should be retried again. So we'll have to wait and see how that all plays out. For now, I'll send it back to you.